Hi everybody, Adam here. Welcome back. Today, rather than being down in the Lego room, we're upstairs in our living room to take a look at an awesome addition to our Christmas tree this year that lets us run a Lego train around the outside of the tree itself. You can see we've got the train right there. Super excited about this. It was something that my wife bought for me, and already I think it's an excellent addition to our tree. So let's take a closer look. So up close here, you can see the train is on a set of curved track. It's standard Lego curves, and they make a complete loop around this part of the tree here, say, just over 3/4 of the way up the tree. Really works well. Now, it's worth noting, I am going to put the holiday train on here. I started with this particular city train because I thought it would be a bit more of a stress test on it to see how it performed in terms of stability on the tree, and been really impressed with the results so far. Now, this system comes from an Etsy shop that I'll include a link to below. It's WalLego. Really cool stuff that they sell on their Etsy shop. Now, the track and train are mine, but what we picked up from the Etsy seller is this framework here. So you can see there's a collar that goes around the tree, the center part of the tree there, and it's got screws that basically go in and keep it snug against that center part of the tree. And then it's got the arms that come out and hold the Lego track. And those arms are roughly it's at the join every 2 sets of curved track. So we've got one here, then at this join, I put a 2x8 piece of Lego across, Lego plate across there to help firm up that joint. Then we've got the next join has the brace there. The structure is all 3D printed from what I can tell. There were a few little bits that we had to just sand off a little bit to make sure all the parts fit in really easily, but overall worked basically out of the box. It was really easy to set up. Obviously, you need to put something like this on your tree before you get a bunch of decorations on there, and probably even before you put your lights on, just to make it easier to to remove obstructions to attach it to the tree. But overall was very easy to set up, and even as a static display, I think it works really well. But we can turn the train on, and the train does move around the track, which is really impressive to see. So why don't we fire it up here and see how it works. So you can see the train moving around. Does a really good job. There's a little bit of flex in the system, but it's pretty solid. So I feel fairly confident that, it's not going to go anywhere. And, I think once we switch this over to the holiday train, it should, work out really well, I think. I think the holiday train, the profile is a little lower, and the weight should definitely be spread out a bit more. I feel like the weight of this particular locomotive is probably heavier than any one point in the other one, but regardless, really happy with the performance of it. Really awesome sort of dynamic addition to our Christmas tree. I still want to, over the holidays, set up a track underneath the tree and run the the bigger trains through there. But, you know, this is an excellent way to have trains integrated into our tree and running around inside the tree in a very unique way. They offer a number of different products on their website, a few others that I'm interested in trying. I think their system for running trains on walls would be really cool to try out down in the Lego room. I've been looking at different ways to set up my track there and, you know, still be able to see the trains really clearly as they're running around on the walls. And this seems like it could be a good approach for that. So you can see overall pretty stable, a little bit of flex as it moves around, but, you know, really keeping that track locked where it needs to be. Obviously, depending on the size of the train you run here, you need to make sure you have ornaments out of the way and branches on the tree out of the way so that, you know, the path for the train is unobstructed. It's not too hard to do. I was happy with how that sort of looked and worked for our particular tree. Now, our tree is an artificial tree. Theoretically, it should work just the same way when you're in terms of setup and performance on a real tree. The collar in the middle, you can actually slide it. You can sort of put it on the tree and then insert the top part of the tree down into that, or you can actually open that collar up and just put it around the center of the tree and then lock it up. So different ways that you can attach it to the tree, but like I said, it was quite easy to do. And yeah, just really happy with it. I think it's an excellent addition to our tree. Looking forward to getting that holiday train on here. And, you know, because of the way the system is set up, we can only use the smaller trains on it. So the actual Lego trains that work with the Lego curves. Our bigger, heavier trains that need the wider curves, those have to run on, you know, down on the ground under the tree, which I think is fine. Not a big deal, but overall super happy with the performance of this new system here that allows us to have a Lego train running in our Christmas tree. Like I mentioned, I'll include a link below to the Etsy store, WalLego. Highly recommend checking out their store. Lots of cool stuff on there. And, you know, like I said, interested to try out some more of their products in the future. Now, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And we will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.